Yay Media Group.
She hasn't even given me a speech like that ever.
Because I tell you, it doesn't have to be a
She shows
speech.
you with her actions.
On my tongue.
I'm just kidding.
Wow.
What's up, guys, and welcome back to Spill the Beans podcast.
For the girls.
Today we have a very special guest who is no stranger to this podcast. Would you like to introduce him?
Yeah, he is actually Spill the Beans' #1 fan. Just kidding.
No, dead ass though. He
Yeah.
listens to all of our episodes.
Yep.
And I think that's T.
Yeah, no, actually, every single time he gives me a rundown, he's like, I like how you guys did this and this. Anyway, my husband here. Do you want to introduce yourself?
How's it going, guys? I'm Luis, Noemi's husband.
Oh, and he put our curtains up.
And he painted
And actually, he is our studio producer.
equipment manager.
We were just talking about upgrading it.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, I actually don't like this.
He said, I'm going to paint it for you guys and put up a TV and some shelves. I'm like, period.
Yeah.
Take initiative. I'm good. I'm like,
Please.
we'll just put the mood board and you'll put everything up.
Please, yeah, that's all we want. That's what I'm like. Isn't that a man's job? What would you say, honey, about that?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
What do you have to say about that? Elaborate.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you nervous?
A little.
What would make you less nervous?
A shot.
Oh, bring them out. Producer, bring out the shots.
Just kidding.
It'll be here in a little bit.
Somebody.
Anyways.
Today we have Luis on the podcast, obviously, and we wanted to just pick his brain a little bit, give you guys kind of like, I guess, a man's point of view. I can't look at you because then you guys can't hear me.
Can you please give me eye contact when you talk to me?
Yeah, that's important to me. Just a man's point of view, and just so you guys get to know him a little bit more. Obviously, you guys know a lot about Jonathan, and I wanted to just give you a little bit of my husband. That way, maybe you understand me more a little bit and the way I am and why I just say what I say, because my husband do not be giving a damn about anything I say. How do you feel about what I say on the podcast? Like, what goes through your mind when I'm like talking my butt off?
I mean, I'm used to it, right? I love it though, because it really shows the persona that you are and who you really are. I mean, you don't sugarcoat it. I mean, this is the same person I talk to every day. When I get from work, when I leave to work, you know, this is what I come to, and I know that I love that because it shows her real colors. So it's not like you're hiding it or anything, like you're trying to put a face up for social media. You're not. This is you. This is the real you.
This is
Like
real.
everything she says on the podcast, she says it to me.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like the type of man that you are, you have to be very, I don't know what the word is, like, I don't know what the word is, but I feel like I've always been like this. I just kind of say whatever is on my mind all the time. Even right now, like, what did I just say earlier about the camera? I mean, about the camera.
No, you said that this is how we treat all our guests.
No, but after that. Anyway.
That was a lie.
Yeah.
That's the first lie she's ever told.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess I just, that's what I'm saying, like, to understand the way I am, and
Sorry, that's my vlog camera. She's doing a number over there.
Yeah.
Is that, ¿cómo se dice? Haunted.
Anyway, yeah. So today we kind of just wanted to talk to you. Like, let's take it back. Let's take it real back. I guess you can start by talking about your perspective of how we met. Because I've talked about how we met, but obviously that's like my point of view. So do you want to talk about like, how do you remember it? And please be nice. I'm just kidding.
No, I mean, it's been a long time, right? But we were in high school still. I was in my senior year. I think you were sophomore, right? And I was in Avid, I remember. And then I get a snapshot from this. I don't remember your username back in the day. Is it the same?
No.
I think you changed it.
Yeah, I think I changed it.
Yeah.
But then I think back then too, you didn't know who was on the Snapchat name,
No.
right? It was just the username.
You just had your little emoji that you had.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, no. So, anyway, she swiped up to, I think, one of my stories. And then, then we started talking. And then I had just broken up with someone. And
you don't have to say all that.
I know.
Like, what's her name?
No.
Wait, so you slid into the DMs?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's the one that hit me up.
She knew what she wanted.
Yeah.
No, yeah. So, which is crazy though, because this is where it gets funny.
I'm scared.
So at first I was, like, I had just come out fresh out of a relationship. I wasn't really looking for nothing. So we started talking. And then I had a class before her in a computer class. And it used to have my photo. When you were in middle school or high school, you would go to that. You would log into your profile and it had your little photo ID.
Yeah, so, little icon.
Yeah, she had a little icon. One day she took a photo of it and then she sent it to me. And keep in mind, this was like years ago where I was like, I don't know, going through a life maze crisis. I mean, I had my little
the chin strap. Oh my god! Should we insert a picture?
No.
Yes, please.
don't.
Yeah, we will be sending you a picture.
That's how we met. And then we started talking. Then we ended up going out on our first date to the baile, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, we ended up going to the baile, and then which is funny because I still remember our first date because she lost her shoe going down up the stairs.
Cinderella.
Or was it going down?
We were going down the
stairs.
I fell and he caught me.
Oh my! This is actually a true love story.
And I still remember what you were wearing. You were wearing the green dress.
Yeah. What color were my shoes?
They were black they were the black ones. Yeah.
Were they wedges or thin?
No, they were high heels.
Never mind. He doesn't know what that means.
Yeah, but and then I still remember how you had your hair. You were wearing your glasses. I mean, I remember everything about that day. So it was awesome. Yeah.
Oh, I love
and we didn't even end up going to El Rodeo. We ended up going to El Bandido. So it was a small ass.
Why didn't we go? Do you remember?
Because it was overpacked that day. I don't even remember who was here, but we ended up just going there. And then after that, we just went out to eat. And then after that night, I knew you were the one.
Oh,
yeah! I always tell this to Noemi that I always had this feeling after our first date or after we started hanging out that it was like love to first sight for me. Yeah.
Aww.
Yeah.
I'm blushing.
What was it about that night?
You know how easy it was. Like I didn't have to put up a front of who I was. Once again, like I said earlier, it's so easy to talk to her. She has such a great personality. And she doesn't judge you for like who you are, so she really likes I really like how she paid attention to me when I was talking to her. And
babe, this is all bare minimum. You fell in love with me because I was giving you attention.
No.
Who were you with before? I'm just kidding.
No. But you nice just made me feel that that way, and then you were just the most beautiful woman to me when I saw you. So
got the cameras.
Get a room.
It was awesome. She liked the music I liked. She liked a lot of things I liked, and it was just crazy because I'm a complete different person now, Yeah,
so, I was gonna say earlier when you talked about like your chin strap. Obviously, like
what's a chin strap? I'm confused.
It's your beard when it's like literally like a strap, like thin little.
Did you ever listen to Alacranes Musicales?
I did.
When they like had like the little thin.
I think I know.
That was Luis when I met him, and this is what I was gonna say. Obviously, like I thought you were hot then, but I'm like, you have glown up. You have had a glow up because that is crazy. Well, I look at pictures back then, and I just remember the first few things when we started dating. I was like, you don't like to grow. Did I ask you? If you can grow it or if you didn't like to grow it?
At that time, I don't think I could.
I think
and
you
then
did,
I just
though.
shaved it all off one time, and then it started growing all. So then I was just like, ever since then, I've always had the same beard.
Yeah,
that was sweet. I didn't know the whole losing your shoe and him catching you.
Yeah, that actually
was a really
has
Cinderella
story.
moment right there.
Yeah, I was literally going down the stairs and I almost ate shit.
Is that when you knew he was the one or no?
No.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
No. Wait, tell them
what happened after?
Yeah, when we started dating.
Well, it took a long time for me to actually ask her out.
I wouldn't say a long time. It just took.
It took a couple months.
Yeah, it was like 4 months, right?
Yeah, it took about 4 months, and I still remember it was in my parents' backyard, and all my cousins were over, and they were like, this is going to sound horrible, but I already wanted to do it, but they kind of pre-pressured me to do it at that time. Because I was planning something really nice for her. Like I was going to give her some flowers and like, antes era like, I wouldn't say que ya no soy detallista, but like I was like overboard detallista back in the day.
Yeah.
So, but then obviously now knowing the person that Noemi really is, I kind of adapted to that. But like I had all this planned out. And my cousins told me, they're like, come on, don't do it now, like do it in front of everybody. So then in the back of my parents' backyard, I ended up asking her if she wanted to be my girlfriend.
In front of everybody?
In front of everybody.
Yeah.
What did you say?
I said no, thank you. I'm just kidding.
No, so I literally, I think I grabbed both of your hands and everybody was around us. And then I asked her, I was like, ¿Te gustaría ser mi novia?
And what'd you say?
Yes.
Were you nervous?
Yeah, because I don't like attention like that. And it was because by that time we were basically already dating. Like we just needed the title. Obviously, we had been like hanging out for 4 months.
Other. I mean, she
like,
already
all
met
the
my
time.
family. She was already around us.
So we just needed the title. And it was just so embarrassing to me because like now, like you said, you know me now, so you know what I like. It was very embarrassing to me. Obviously, I wanted to be your girlfriend, but I was so embarrassed, and I was really hoping that like you would tell them no.
Yeah,
like,
let's be honest,
yes.
Yeah, you were also like a kid still, you know, like we were both still kids. So.
Yeah, and it was and it was like my first, I don't know, like my first romantic experience like that. But now looking back, like that's really sweet, you know. And then there was a fire pit there, so it was really cute. It just was like embarrassing that it was in front of everyone, and you know my personality, you know, I don't like that. But you're right, like you would have done, if I know, like if you weren't peer pressured into it, you would have done a whole thing because that's just the person you are.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then so long story short, we were dating for a couple months, and then I drop her off. We went. It
wasn't a couple months.
Yeah,
Say it right.
It was a couple weeks.
It was like 4 weeks.
We went to the baile that night too, and we had just gone eat, and then I went to drop her off, and then when she was getting off, I told her I loved her. And she like froze, right? For like 2 seconds. She didn't know what to say. She didn't say it back. She gets off the car. Like basically those times that you tell someone, hey, I love you. And basically she was like, okay, thank you. You know?
You're like, me too. I love myself too.
But obviously it took her a long time. And that's where I come to. It's just like, I'm a very emotional person. And I'm not afraid to like show my emotions. But that's how I always knew in the back of my head, and as cliche as it sounds, but like I knew in my heart that she was the one, you know. So I told her that, and it kind of broke my heart that she didn't say it back. So we were, I think I got really upset, and then we had to talk about it, and then I felt a little bit better. But then eventually she ended up telling me she loved me.
What did she tell you when you talked about it?
Nothing. She just basically told me that she wasn't, like, she had strong feelings for me, like, que me quería mucho, but she wasn't ready to tell me I love you. And I kind of understand her at that point. And I understand her at that point because, I mean, I was older, you know, so I feel at that point that I was moving a little faster because I've always been, like, really self-dependent. So I was, like, trying to grow and move, you know, and that's when I ended up telling her. But, I mean, then we talked about it and we were fine, and then
I think that's a great segue into our next topic. Talking about like you're very self-dependent.
Yeah.
Do you want to kind of talk about like your upbringing and just like your childhood and how you grew up?
Yeah. Well, I'm Hispanic. My parents are from Durango.
I'm like, boo, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, my parents came from Durango, and
Arriba Santa Maria del Oro.
But no, I mean, my childhood was, I was the only child for 8 years, you know, so, and then, long story short, my mom was really, like, when she was pregnant, tuvo muchas complicaciones. So I was, ¿cómo se dice? Premature. Mm-hmm. And I was born, very tiny. So I was in the incubator for a couple months, and, I was really tiny, but by age 1, I was like 50 pounds, you know, so, gracias a Dios that all went well, but growing up, it was a little bit difficult for me because I really didn't see my parents. I didn't really see my dad because my dad worked at Walmart distribution from Saturday through Monday, so he was always gone weekends, and then he would work like a side job during the week. So he basically always had 2 jobs, and then my mom worked as well. So I was really raised by my grandparents, my mom's dad and my mom's mom, which my abuelita to me means everything to me. You know, she's 95 this year, September.
This month.
Yeah.
Next month.
Yeah, next month. She turns 95. So that's a woman that means a lot to me. So she grew, I can say she take care of me a lot.
She raised you.
Yeah, she raised me a lot. You know, I would say at least 80% of my childhood I was always with them. So, yeah. But with that, that's where I feel like I always knew I was ahead of stuff. You know, so what I mean by that is just like I always knew what I always wanted in life, and I mean, yeah.
So you only have one brother, right? One sibling?
So I like to say I have a sister because I do.
Okay.
You know, so but she passed away at time of birth before me, so she would be my older sister. She would be 33 years old right now.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, she was a little older, and then my mom lost her, and then my mom almost died too because she lost a lot of blood. There was no doctors. They didn't tell anybody. So my mom and my dad didn't tell my grandparents. They didn't know. Nobody knew that they were pregnant because they were afraid. You know, so my mom and my dad were afraid to tell my grandparents. So my mom ended up not feeling well. They went to Santa Maria. They didn't have the care, and then they sent them to Gomez, which is 4 hours away from Santa Maria. And in el transcurso that they took them over there, my mom ended up losing my sister. And then, yeah, my mom almost died. And then that's why I feel like my parents have gone to be like very, like it's a trauma that they never got over.
Yeah.
So that's why I thought my parents were like very overprotective, and they were really scared to give me a brother because of obviously my mom.
Yeah.
So it took them to have 8 years. So it's my sister, me, and then my brother.
Yeah. Can I chime in really quick and say my suegra has had very, obviously you said it, but she's had very complicated pregnancies. She's had preeclampsia all 3 pregnancies.
Oh my god.
High blood pressure. She just has had like really, really tough pregnancies. And so I just want to like preface that because it's like that's women go through so much. That's what we talk about all the time. But that after I had Penny and like everything that I went through, and then my suegra would tell me about like her stories. I'm like, girl, and you had 3 kids, like 3 pregnancies. That's really scary. And especially after like her first one being a stillborn, and then still, you know, having 2 more kids after that. Like she's a strong lady. Like that's tough.
Yeah, and I cannot imagine going through that, you know, like on your way to the doctor or to the hospital. Is that where they were going in Gomez?
Well, they ended up getting there. Well, my dad tells me they ended up getting there, but the hospital was closed. Oh. So they ended up going to ¿Dónde están las monjas? What is it called?
Un convento.
Yes, there you go. Y las monjas le ayudaron a mi mamá. So
that is so sad. I'm so sorry to hear that. I didn't know that story.
Yeah, I don't tell much about it.
Yeah.
That's really hard.
It is. Yeah. It's really hard. But then it does, it's like you say, like it does explain a lot about how your parents are with you and your brother. Because I mean, obviously they have trauma, and so they're very overprotective over you guys. But I feel like in that way too, that's kind of why you were raised the way you were raised. And I know I say this all the time on the podcast. I say he's so uncultured, but it's because like,
I was in a little bubble.
Yeah, it's because they kind of had you in a bubble. If you've been waiting for the right time to tackle your weight loss goals, this is it.
Hers now offers access to an affordable range of FDA-approved GLP-1 medications, including the Wegovy pill and the Wegovy pen.
With Wegovy at Hers, lose up to 20% of your body weight when combined with diet and exercise. It helps you regulate your appetite, eat less, and keep weight off.
Plus, Wegovy is the first ever GLP-1 pill for weight loss, so there are no needles needed.
Everything is 100% online through Hers. You'll connect with a licensed provider who will determine if the treatment is right for you. If prescribed, your medication is delivered right to your door. No insurance necessary.
And it doesn't stop there. Weight Loss by Hers goes beyond medication by offering access to 24/7 messaging with your care team and tons of in-app lifestyle and nutrition tips like recipes, meal plans, fitness videos, sleep content, and more.
Even better, with the range of affordable GLP-1 options, Hers makes it simple to find an approach that fits your needs and your budget. If eligible, you'll get a treatment plan personalized to you and unlimited dosage changes as needed. It's weight loss designed to work with your life.
Ready to reach your goals? Visit forhers.com/beans to get personalized, affordable care that gets you.
That's forhers.com/beans. forhers.com/beans. Weight Loss by Hers is not available in all 50 states. Wegovy is the registered trademark of Novo Nordisk AS.
To get started and learn more, including important safety information, Wegovy clinical study information, and restrictions, visit forhers.com.
What were your, I guess, like some of the first experiences after we started dating that you were kind of like opened your eyes to, you know?
Well, I mean, first of all, like when we first started dating, I was a complete different person than I am now.
Yeah.
We would
Aren't we all?
clash. Yeah, me and Remy would clash a lot because I used to be like very celoso. You know, I used to be very like overprotective. Like I would be like, no, don't call me dude. You know, like stuff like that. So, but it's because I was just raised that way. You know, with my dad being very machista, and then my mom being the woman of the house, and I always grew up like that. But then obviously being in a relationship, and I always knew that wasn't healthy, so I being in a relationship, I didn't ever want Noemi to feel like I was disrespecting her, or I was she couldn't be herself person, because at the end of the day, yeah, you can be married to someone, but you're still your own person, so I had to learn that. And then yeah.
So you kind of transformed him out of his machista way?
Yeah.
That's crazy. You evolved next to her. Aww.
Yeah, and obviously, like, I talk about this all the time, but I feel like now we have a really good, healthy relationship. Obviously, like 11 years will do that. But in the beginning, it was really hard. It was like growing pains because of that, because I was raised a certain way and he was raised a certain way. I was always raised like the person, like he said, the person that I am is what you get. Like I say what I want. I really don't. This is kind of how I am. But would you say, like, I really don't care about your feelings in the way that, like, I don't know. Like, he would always get, for example, he said,
sorry.
Oh,
I'm playing with my ring.
I thought you were gonna tell me something.
I'm like,
I, like you said at the beginning, like, I would call you dude, but that was me flirting with you, and him, like, being raised the way he was, he like found it disrespectful, and I was like, I'm not gonna stop calling you dude just because you're offended, But later he was like, oh, like, you weren't trying to be, like, he took it like I was trying to, like, friend zone him, and I'm like, no, I'm flirting with you, dude.
No, yeah, it's because like I said, I didn't have much interaction. I didn't really play with many people. When I was a kid, I was always with my grandpa. The person I would always play with would be my grandpa. Like, I always go to the front yard. And one of the best memories I have about my grandpa is that we would steal my grandma's medias. And we would put rocks inside them, and he would throw them up in the air, and then he would always scream, and I would go chase it. Like, I'm gonna catch rocks, So, but that just kind of comes into, like, my parents taught me very, like, Mexican culture. Like, they would speak to me only in Spanish. I went to Billy Martinez, if you guys know. They taught me nothing but Spanish. So, like, I was very.
I'm sorry, where did you go?
Billy Martinez.
What is that, a school?
It's a school. Oh, okay. Really.
It's completely Spanish?
It's bilingual. Oh, okay. It's bilingual, but it is more like Spanish focused, I would say.
I didn't know that.
So, yeah, I forgot where I was going with this.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So I mean, I was just raised very, like, in a bubble. It was either my parents or my grandparents. And then until my brother came in, then that's where I had to learn how to share, how to, be the big brother. So,
was that hard for you, that adjustment?
It was really hard. Yeah, it was really hard. I remember when, obviously I was excited to have a brother, but I was never used to sharing my stuff, like when my brother came, I had to share my room. I had like, there was a point where we both sleep in the same room, in the same bed, so yeah, it was definitely an adjustment for me.
Wow.
Yeah.
And where were your parents working when you were little, that you remember?
So my dad used to work in una marranera in Fort Morgan. Trabajaba con like, basically agarraba todos los marranos, and then he would, like, feed them, make sure that they were healthy. He did that for many years, and then in the weekdays, he would do that in the weekends, and then on the weekdays he would work roofing with mi padrino. So he would always work those two jobs. And then when he left La Marranera, he left to Walmart Distribution. And it was an easy transaction for him because he would be able to work Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then still have his roofing job on the side. And then after a couple of years him working, then my mom ended up working with my dad at the Walmart Distribution. So, but she would do the weekdays, and then my dad would do the weekends.
Yeah.
So my mom would always work an extra day during the week, and then my dad. So basically, I never had both of my parents at the same at the house unless it was like a birthday party, or I wouldn't even say that. I mean, mostly like if they were close for something. Wow. So I never really grew up with my dad being at home. I never grew up with my mom being at home. I never really grew up having a meal with my parents at dinner, because either one was working or
Yeah.
So yeah.
Did that stay the same when your brother was born?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I think it got a little harder, and then my grandma ended up taking care of, obviously, of both of us, but then they ended up relying on a lot on me because I was the oldest. Yeah. So then that's when I kind of I believe, taught me a lot of self-aware, taking care of a little baby, so.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And then didn't your mom used to work nights too? Like she was freshly postpartum and she would work nights so that.
So my mom had a C-section for both of me and my brother. And I think she only rested a week and then she had to go back. And keep in mind, my mom worked. Yeah. And keep in mind, my mom worked at the line at Walmart, picking these heavy job. Yeah. And then putting, there was a time where she got to work. I remember as a kid, she came, she was strapped. She was tenía blood on her stuff because she was
en su herida.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I remember my suegra telling me about that. She said that when Jesus was born, it was really hard because she couldn't take time off. Like they basically were, would you say survival mode?
Yeah. So so this is how it would work. Like my mom would get home, and my dad would be in the living room with Jesus sleep, and then my dad would literally get up, shower, and leave, and my mom would take over.
After working a whole night shift, she had to be with her kids.
Like she couldn't even come home and sleep.
No,
so it was
no, she barely slept.
Mm-hmm. There was days where my grandma would basically get me ready for school. Like she would always make me my food in the morning. She siempre me planchaba.
Is that why you do that every day?
Yeah.
Fun fact, my husband, every single day, every single outfit he wears, lo plancha every single morning. Instead of me, I think I've said this before, yo no plancho at all. I used to a little bit, but since my honey does it every single day, and if I have something, I'm like, hey, will you do this? He se le hace bien fácil. He's like, I'll iron your clothes. I never iron.
Yeah, I actually enjoy it. I look forward. Yeah. But yeah.
Wow. So growing up as the oldest and kind of, because I feel like at that point, obviously your grandparents are a little bit older. So when your brother comes along, you kind of take over a little bit.
Yeah.
At what age do you feel like they started to rely on you for more? Like, now you need to go work, or now you need to go take on big boy stuff.
Well, fun fact is my dad's family owns a chain of restaurants in Greeley. So they do
shout them out so they can get some customers.
Shout out to La Fiesta, if you guys anybody know. They have two locations, one in Greeley and one in Evans. But my uncles used to cater food for events. And then they would work in the weekends. So I would go to school, and after school, I would go over there and help them serve at the event. So I remember when I first started, I was 10 years old.
10?
And then, 10.
Goodness.
Yeah, and then I did that for a couple of years. Fun fact, I actually served in Noemi's quinceañera, and she didn't know.
We didn't know each other.
Yeah, we didn't know each other.
The string theory.
I actually, isn't it crazy? So actually, for my quinceañera, I was with my other boyfriend before, and when we got together, how did we figure it out? We were just talking about it. Oh, I'm pretty sure we were just
Jorge
telling
told
you.
Me. Yeah.
Oh,
so
really?
yeah, Jorge.
Really?
So fun fact, I served at her quinceañera, and after we finished, because she had a lot of people at her quinceañera, so we ran out of food. And then we left, and then I came home, showered, got ready, tried to go back to the quinceañera, and my uncle was the DJ. So I tried to go through the front door, and I remember her dad wearing this suit. And keep in mind, I don't know them; they were strangers to me. So
He said suegro. I'm just kidding.
I'm just like,
Suegro, winky
but
face.
I was standing at the door and he was standing with their security and telling people like they couldn't go in anymore. So then I went through the back door with my uncle, and yeah, that's how I ended up getting in.
Yeah, and we ended up finding out when we started dating that, like, because we were talking about, oh, la fiesta, they served in my quinceañera, and he was like, wait, I was there, and that's just so crazy to me, like.
Yeah.
So you guys met, what would you say, 2 years before you
Well, we didn't actually meet. He was
like he saw you.
Mm-hmm, yeah, he saw me, but I didn't see him.
You're like, I was just partying.
Yeah. And that's why you shouldn't let your boyfriend stop you from finding your husband. Just kidding.
See what I mean?
See, yeah, I'm like, yeah, I could say whatever I want. He could not care.
That's I would say 10 years old is when I started working.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And then when we were,
No, go ahead.
when we were dating, obviously your brother was, I don't know why I said obviously. Your brother was 10?
When me and you started dating?
Yeah.
I think he was 9, 10 around
Yeah.
there.
So our siblings are the same age. And so they were about 10, let's say 10 or 11 when we started dating. And because Luis's parents were never home, well, they relied a lot on Luis to be with your brother all the time. And so for the first, like, I would say the first year,
I would say the first 2 years.
Yeah. Luis's little brother was out on every single date with us. Not every day, but like a lot of dates with us because Luis was basically taking care of him.
Oh.
And until like after a few years, I was like, do you think maybe you can find someone to take care of your brother? So like it could be me and you once in a while. And, you know, somebody like otra persona, they would take it wrong and get mad about it. But my husband was, well, you weren't my husband then, but at that point you were like, I agree. We do need to have like our dates on our own because it was really nice. Obviously I also wanted his brother to experience what we were experiencing. Cause like I said, like Luis said, they grew up in a bubble. So a lot of the times we would do things and his little brother was his first time like seeing and doing these things too. But I also was like, okay, it's been a while. Like, how about let's go out on a date by ourselves?
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that was also really hard for me, and I think that's for me growing up as well was one of the biggest things that, I mean, I would go out with Noemi, and then we would go out with her family, and then my brother would tag along, and I mean at that point I wasn't making that much money, you know, so I was still in high school. I still had
at that point you were in high school.
Yeah, I was at Walmart. Remember?
Yeah, but that was for like a month after we met, babe. You were only in high school for like 2 months. After that, you were out. You were working.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Well, anyways, I wasn't making that much money, so I would have to pay for Noemi and I would have to pay for my brother. Mm-hmm. So then, you know, so like, and it's not like we would go out to, you know, be like, no, you can't grab that, you know? So it's just like, I always felt bad for my brother. But, yeah, I mean, for the first 2 years of our relationship, my brother was always with me every weekend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And even like, now I think about it and I'm like, what did we like the first time my husband, so we used to live in Greeley, which is an hour away from Denver, and Denver is like the biggest city we have here in Colorado. And so my parents always took us out to Denver, you know, we always would go here and there, whatever. And the first time Luis went to Denver, he was with me and my family, and what did you say? Do you remember your reaction, or like what were you thinking? I was just
like, this is the most beautiful place ever. You know?
Oh, because you'd only been to the rancho, right?
Yeah, I've always been to, like, my vacations were always going back to Mexico and being in the rancho. Those were my vacations. My dad never took us to like Disneyland. My dad never took us to Denver. I mean, I knew Greeley, I knew Evans, I knew Eaton, you know, because that's where my cousins used to live. But yeah, I never really went to Denver. I was not educated wise, like, around me. So that's why when me and Noemi started dating, like, we would go everywhere, you know. No. So yeah, but thanks to that, I mean, to my suegros too, they have taught me a lot of traveling, I would say. I went with my suegros, and keep in mind this, we were just dating, you know, and my suegros took me to Disneyland for my first time. My suegros took me to California, San Francisco for the first time. We went there. We went to Vegas for the first time. So we went to Chihuahua for the first time, you know, so like there's a lot of things that when I got older, there weren't norms for me. So I would say I've traveled a little bit of the world with these. So because I mean, once again, I've never really got grown up with that.
So with all that being said, do you feel like, because obviously like your grandparents raised you, which is really, ¿cómo se dice? It's like a sweet memory to have, but your parents didn't, like, I would say like most Hispanic parents, they weren't there to tell you like, this is what you have to do to like be good in life, or this is the type of jobs you have to get, or these are the credit cards you have to open to have good credit. I feel like you did all that by yourself. Is that right?
Yeah. So I had to do a lot of growing up by myself. Once again, my dad was, I mean, I think I have a better relationship with him now as I'm getting older. But back then I had no relationship with my dad. I had more of a relationship with my mom. Even though my mom worked a lot, she was a present mom, you know? So I would always say my mom was the dad and the mom at the same time. Because I mean, once again, I remember days where I would see my mom just crying there because she was so tired, but like she had to be there for us, you know? So, that's one of the biggest things that kind of motivated me. But yeah, even till now, I mean, I'm learning a lot of things that I'm just like, I should have known this years ago.
Yeah.
You know, so, but yeah, I had to really self-taught myself a lot. So.
Yeah, when we were doing our eldest daughter episode, I was thinking about you a lot because I know we do get like being an older, if your older sister was with us, like she would have had it. If you had it bad, imagine how she would have had it. Yeah. Not trying to take away from your experience,
no, yeah, of course.
But that's kind of what we were talking about in the episode. But I was thinking about you because I'm like, even though you're so rare, I would say, because you don't hear of a lot of men that have like that go through what you've been through, because you are so independent. And even you, and as comparing you and your brother, you guys were raised very differently. Obviously he's way younger and you had to go through what you had to go through so that he didn't have to, but you had to open so many doors for you and your family. I'm gonna brag a little bit, but Luis figured this out on his own. He bought his first home at 21 years old. Like, that's insane. Nobody helped him. He just figured it out. And it was really funny at that point. I'm like, are we gonna? I'm like, should I just get there? Okay. So we actually were a little bit broken up when you were looking at home. So I didn't really we weren't really talking. And then we got back together, but he was already in the process of buying a house. But at this point, we were, how old were we? Like, I was like 19,
I was 20, and then I had 21? Just turned 21.
Oh yeah. So I was like 18, 19. So I was a little bit older, and I was already looking to move out. But then he had moved out, and then, you know, we had been together for a really long time at that point. What was I going to say about that?
Wait, how long were you guys broken up before that?
Like 3 months.
Yeah, going into 4 months.
All right. Who's counting? So what I was going to say about that is that he figured it out all on his own, but literally he only saw one house and he said, this is my house. I'll take it. Not house, condo or townhome.
Well, at that time, once again, I had no, like, I grew up in a very toxic relationship with my parents. You know, like I said, my dad was very machista. My dad was like the guy that was very celoso, did not let my mom be anything. And I saw them fight a lot, you know, and I now me being an adult, I can actually go back and I wouldn't say judge them, but like I would say kind of understand them a little bit, because they were like on edge 24/7, you know, like they never had a romantic dinner for them and each other, you know, like they were always they felt like they were enemies. And I grew up a lot and with that. And once again, my dad was very machista, so I was just like to the point where I didn't want to be there anymore, you know. So yeah, and then I moved out at age 20, and I remember I got the realtor, her name is Yadira. You know, if you know, you know. I called her one day, and I had sold a car to, because I was already selling cars at that point. I had sold a car to a client that he had just closed on his house, and he was kind of young too, so he kind of told me a little bit about how it worked. And then it just got curious in my head, and I'm just like, well, I'm making money. I think I can afford it. You know, I have good credit. Then I just called Galita, and she was like, yeah. She was like, we'll start looking. I put him in the application. They approved me. And then I remember a week in, she tells me, she was like, the perfect house just came on the market. Let's go check it out. And yeah, she just showed it to me, and that same day I put an offer.
Wow.
I didn't know I could go and look at other houses. I didn't know, because my approval, I thought just because she told me this is the one, this is it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I didn't know, like, oh, I can go shop around, but.
And I guess we didn't talk about this, but do you want to talk about what you do for a living?
Yeah. Now.
Yeah. And like what you've been doing for like 9 years, 10 years almost.
Yeah. So I'm in the car industry. So I'm blessed to, right now, to run 2 stores. I run a Honda, a GMC, and a Buick store. I'm the new car manager for both stores. And before that, I've been there. I just actually got my 1 year anniversary there. Markley Buick GMC, if you guys know, come check it out. But before Markley, I was at Gent for 9.5 years. I started, so a little bit backstory. When I graduated high school, I had this, I would say, internship job where I would build telescopes for rifles. So I did that for 2 years. And then after that, back it up a little bit. I worked at Walmart right after high school.
He was a car pusher. That's how I met him.
Yeah, I was a car pusher at
I
Walmart.
loved going to Walmart.
I was a car pusher at Walmart. Then after Walmart, I went to Cars Jr. And after Cars Jr., I went into the telescopes.
Mm-hmm.
And then at that point, I was, I think, 18 years old. And I knew I was really good with people. Like, I've always been really good with people. I always knew I wanted to sell something. I liked cars. So then I was just like, you know what, maybe I can sell cars. I had one of my cousins that was in the industry at that point, and I just saw that he was doing good, and and I was like, well, if he can do it, I can do it too, So I went and applied, got hired, no experience. My first month, I sold 6 cars with no experience. They basically hired me they hired me on Wednesday. Saturday, they threw me on the floor, and they're like, okay, go, you're by yourself. So then, ever since then, it's been an adrenaline I've always loved, So my first month, I sold 6 cars. By the third month, I was top salesman of the month, and I took it for 3 years in a row.
I was going to say that. I was going to say, you've been through a lot of hardships, but it goes to show your work ethic. Like we talk about this, right, all the time, that you are so hardworking, like probably the most hardworking person I've ever met. Yeah. And we do tussle a lot because of that. It's really hard because obviously I'm really proud of him, and he provides everything for me. Before I even had Penny, he was a provider. Now with Penny, he's a provider. And I'm like, it's so crazy to understand like where you come from and like why you are the way you are. You just are a hustler. Yeah. You were salesman of the month for 3 years straight. Yeah. Like, that's crazy. Month, that's crazy. Yeah. You should be proud of yourself.
Thank
that's
you.
Awesome.
So then after my third year, I remember it was January. We were still living at the condo. They had fired one of the managers that was at the sales tower. So they pull me in and they tell me, they give me the opportunity to, at that time, to be the Cadillac manager. So at Gent, we had the Cadillac and Chevy store. So they told me, hey, we have this for you. I always wanted to be a finance manager. I always wanted to go in there and be a finance manager. But at the time, there was not an opening. And I feel like I was capped at selling cars. Like when you see that as your career, I knew if I wanted to make more money, I had to move up. So at that time, they offered me the Cadillac manager. But at that time, it was going to be a pay cut for me. So, because I was selling 20 cars a month plus, so, but I knew,
nothing crazy, literally 20.
This is when the economy was really good. But anyways, I was selling, cars, and then they brought me this opportunity, and I was really hesitant. Like, it took me 3 days, like almost they pulled it away from me because I wouldn't take it until I told Naomi, I'm just like, what do you think? And thanks to my boo here, she's the one that told me. She was like, scare money makes no money, so go for it. So yeah, I took a pay cut for the first 6 months, and then after that, I haven't looked back.
Wow. Been a manager ever since.
Yeah, then I got promoted to new car manager because I took over Chevy and Cadillac. I was doing that for 4 years. And then that's when I felt like I was capped as well. You know, I was like, I always knew I wanted more. I was very ambitious. Till this day, I'm very ambitious. Every day, I got to be the better person for me. I took a team under me, trained them, be better. And I realized like if I'm good at it, and if I could have 5 of me, then that would make me better, right? So I would always try to encourage my guys, and yeah. So then we had Penny. Then I was to the point where
you felt stuck.
Yeah, I felt stuck. You know, and I'm always that type of person that I need a challenge to feel like, I wouldn't say fulfill me because it sounds horrible, but like to keep me going. You know, like I need a challenge
to fuel you.
To fuel me. Yes. And I would always say I choose to take the hardest job because it's going to keep me motivated and it's going to keep me going.
Okay. And you're also just like your mom. You don't know how to rest, dude.
Yeah.
Like you don't know how to just like chill.
Yeah. So then at Gent, I was stuck, and then I had a really good relationship with the ownership at that point, and I told them, look, this is where I want, and they basically told me, you know what, you're next. So then I took a time off. When we had Penny, I took a month off, came back, they had hired someone for that position.
Can you talk about that really quick, about you taking a month off for Penny? Because I feel like a lot of men, aparte de que, like, thank God we had the opportunity to take a month off, but knowing you, like, I kind of had to force you to take time off, because I knew, like, at that point, podíamos financially. And so I was like, look, this is our, like, our first baby. I want you, and I want you and to help me, you know?
Right, yeah.
Which I think it's kind of crazy. Like, I feel like I never hear, like, los esposos, like, taking a month off. And I'm like, I honestly kind of forced you because I know how you are.
Yeah. Don't say that you forced me, because it sounds horrible.
Yeah. But, not forced you, but, like, I really highly encouraged you.
But no, yeah, at that point, ya estaba más, like, kind of checked out at that spot where, because I knew I didn't have more to grow. So then we were blessed to get pregnant at that time. I think once they say God's timing is the perfect timing. So it all happened perfect. Like, I took the month off. Then it really made me realize that, you know, spending more time at home, especially with the little girl, you know, coming into this world, that we're going to be her world, is very important for me to be there for her. So then that's when I realized, like, hey, this is all I ever wanted. I mean, growing up, I wanted the attention for my parents. I always wanted the attention for my dad to even just tell me, hey, you're doing a good job, you know, or like just tell you, hey, I love you, mijo, or something, you know. But I never wanted my daughter not to feel that. So, and I feel like that's a hole that she has helped me cure in me, to the point where, I was like, you know, money comes and goes, so I'll take the month off. And then at that month is when it really clicked to me. It's just like what I want in life, what I want.
Your priorities.
My priorities, you know, because at Gent, I was like working like hella hours. Like, I would go in at 8, and sometimes I wouldn't get home like to 11:30. Oh my God. So there was days where I wouldn't see Noemi at all, you know. So, and that's where, you know, I don't regret it, because it has taught me a lot, and it has taught me, because at that point I had a boss, before I decided, you know, when I was the new car manager, I had a boss that he was a hard ass. Like, he would like text me at 3 a.m, you know, like he would make you feel bad for taking your day off. Like,
in the car industry, it's really like very normal for guys to go in on their day off, right?
Oh yeah,
all the time, like to go to make money.
There's no time, yeah, because you're strictly commission. So if you don't sell, you don't make money.
Yeah,
you know.
And so this is what a lot of our fights would be about, because, like I said, you have a very, 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 you're a workaholic. Like, that's what it is. You're a workaholic, and I'm so the opposite. I'm literally so like, like, work later, whatever. Not anymore. I'm better now, but I feel like me and you have kind of met in the middle. But it was really hard at that point, because I could not understand why he wasn't choosing. At this point, it was just me. So I would just be like, you're picking work over me. And he's like, no. But like, he couldn't see that, like, I was alone all the time. At this point, I was basically a stay-at-home wife, right? Yeah. And so I was alone all the time. And so whenever you would go in on your day off, that really would like set me on fire.
Yeah, no. So Yeah, so Jan really didn't respect that boundary, and they didn't really.
It was just a set of management that
Yeah.
worked a certain way.
Yeah.
Because now that you're at Markley, they're very family oriented,
Yeah.
and you have so much more flexibility, I would say.
Yeah. So, it was really eye opening for me because, like, at the other place, it was really hard to even just take time off. Like, we would be on vacation, and they'd be calling me on my vacation. Like, hey, you need to get this done, or hey, you need to turn this in. When I had basically managers there for us, to do it. So, but no, it was a really big eye opening coming here to Markley because when I left the other place, all the salespeople quit and they followed me over here in Markley.
Period.
So I basically took all the salespeople from the other place and I came here to Markley and they told me, this is your store, run with it, rebuild it. So that's what I've been doing the last year is I've been rebuilding the store. It's always been my dream to have my own store. It's been really difficult, but it's also been really fun.
Wow, that's awesome. Yeah. And do you think you're going to stay in the car industry for the next few years?
I wouldn't say forever, I feel like I always want to, and I talk to this with my wife all the time. I want to always have something for me. Mm-hmm. I'm in love with the industry, but I'm also in love with my family and my time. And I eventually want to do something for me. I've always asked her, we've had a little mini setbacks where I've been wanting to get into real estate or, doing flips, or I just love sales in general. So I know if I can one day own something that's going to be for me and for my family, definitely going to fight for that. Yeah.
Okay, let's shift gears a little bit. What would you say you're most proud of as a dad?
My little girl. I'm proud of God. Now you just touched a subject that's gonna make me cry.
I told you guys he's so in touch with his emotions. I love it.
Yeah. Sorry if I cry, but no.
Don't be sorry.
Don't be sorry.
Yeah. No. It's just seeing the little person Penny's becoming.
Mm.
Yeah. She's everything to me. So.
What about yourself? What are you most proud of yourself that you are able to do as a dad, or something you're able to?
I'm a present parent. I'm a present dad for her. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was one of the biggest takes for me becoming a parent, and it would always be for him, and she would always be afraid that, hey, you're in the car business, you're never going to be able to be present for our daughter, you're never going to be present for us. But I'm proud of the fact that I'm able to have a really good relationship with my daughter and still be present for her.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I'm really proud of you for that too. That's amazing.
Yeah, thank you.
You're the best dad ever.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Now let's switch segments because obviously you're on our podcast and we're going to put you on the hot seat. We're going to do a little, we're going to play a little game first. We're going to do bestie versus husband. Mind you, bestie versus husband.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Did you know what Noemi said about me on my birthday speech?
I don't remember the specific speech, but she basically put her feelings out there for you.
She said, and I quote, "If I didn't have a husband, you would be my husband."
I did hear that.
But you know what I was gonna say, because it was a TikTok that I saw the other day that's like, I don't think I know my best friend's favorite color, but I know what kind of underwear she likes, like I know everything that you probably wouldn't. So I'm gonna preface this by saying that he might win this, okay? Because I know what kind of soap she uses. I don't know her favorite color. Okay, ready? Yeah. Here, I'll have you in charge of the questions. Perfect. Do we just scream at them when we find out? When we figure it out?
Yeah, just say them at the same time.
Okay,
let's see. Who spends more money?
My wife.
Yes, no, I mean, for sure.
Who is more stubborn?
My wife.
Oh.
Wait, should I say 1, 2, 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, honestly, I guess it's because I've never seen, I don't know. I've never been a fly on the wall when you guys are arguing.
I mean, I think it depends on on the
subject?
situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I'm stubborn about making more money. Like I said, my wife is just like, it comes and goes. It comes and goes.
Okay,
yeah.
so you guys have different like.
Yeah, but she's like more
yeah.
stubborn about like when she has something in her head, it's on there and it's not gonna go away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Period.
All right.
Okay. Yeah. Say 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait till I say 1, 2, 3. I
Okay.
feel like you're gonna spit it out. Okay. Who is the bigger baby when sick? 1, 2, 3.
Me.
Luis.
I don't think so.
Really?
I'm such a baby when I'm sick, and I feel like you're like I can't feel it. If I lay down, I'm gonna feel like shit. Like you're like
that's
That's
true about his
true.
appendix. Like he almost died at the gym because he was working out,
No,
working through the pain.
he does not have what is it called, the man flu. Like you don't let it get to you unless I know
actually
you're
go
down
sick.
bad.
I go sick to work,
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
and she gets so mad at me.
Okay. Period.
Mm-hmm.
I'll noted. Write down my notes.
Who is the stricter parent? 1, 2, 3.
Know what I mean?
Well, I feel like you guys are the same though. Honestly, like in parenting styles, I feel like you guys are pretty similar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel
That's
like
a
you haven't. I feel like you haven't seen us
She
in a while.
basically,
That's
she
true.
literally yelled at me this morning because she's like, "Tú no sabes cómo regañarla." I'm like,
She literally
dude.
like, Mama, no. Mama, no.
Oh.
Put some grit in your voice. Because I'm like, you're gonna let her walk all over you. This is another thing.
You're like, don't get me started.
Yeah.
And my response was like, "She's just a girl."
He enables her. I'm like, please, all the hard work I'm doing. Oh. Who would remarry faster if you broke up? 1, 2, 3.
Know what I mean?
Know what I mean? I would say.
I would say that too. Okay. Who wants attention more? 1, 2, 3.
Luis.
Wow.
Well, I'm just saying because you're never home, so maybe.
Dude, you got that.
That was the
Was that
best
true?
one you did.
That was fast.
Is it true or
no?
no?
I would say no. I mean,
His face when it.
I know. He was like,
It's because I guess I don't see you in a romantic way. So I'm like, you could not care less about anybody talking to you or touching you or anything, but I'm also not your husband, so it makes sense.
that's true.
Like, no, I mean, I changed my answer after Lisa's eyes that he just gave me. He's like, are you fucking kidding me right now?
no, it's okay. I'm just like you. You were so fast. And I'm like, damn. I'm like that.
Ooh. Who is more jealous? 1, 2, 3.
Neither.
Neither.
I don't think either of you.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would say.
Between
I would
you
say
and me?
you. I would
Me,
say you.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Like yesterday, I get to her parents' house and she's like, "Why are you wearing cologne?" I'm like, "Babe, I've been wearing it since this morning."
That's true. But a lot of the times, like, I'm playing. Like,
You're like flirting.
Yeah, exactly. I like to keep it spicy.
Yeah, you gotta keep the spice in the relationship going.
I'm fucking thinking, "Why did I put?
You're like, why
cologne?"
did I wear
Yeah,
cologne?
he's like-
I never will again.
Or the other day, we went to take Penny to his job, and he hugged Penny, and he had one of her hairs.
Oh,
But I
yeah.
literally took it off. I was like, "Whose fucking hair is this?" He's like,
Dude.
"What
And
are you
she was
talking
so
about?"
serious about it. I'm just like,
I'm scared.
I was literally kidding, or was I?
We will never know.
Mhm.
She was flirting in my eyes.
Who would survive longer alone? 1, 2, 3.
you know what
Not
I mean?
me.
In certain aspects, yes. Like sometimes you do everything for me, but sometimes I do everything for you.
Yeah.
It's just a reciprocative relationship.
And
What can I say?
as it should be. Who initiates affection more? 1, 2, 3.
Luis.
100%. He says Luis, not me. These are just so obvious.
Yeah, huh? I guess it's too easy for a bestie and a husband to go against each
Oh.
other.
Oh.
Do you have any of your own questions that you could ask us?
Let me think. Oh, okay. You're going to know this one.
Okay, say 1, 2, 3.
Okay, you might not know this one.
Oh, never mind. Don't say
I feel like you're not going to know. Okay. Besides Shrek 2, what is my favorite movie?
White
1,
chicks.
2, 3. Oh,
The bridal shower. No, the
Bridesmaids.
bridesmaids.
yeah.
I said it first.
Yeah.
You gave me an
Bridal
idea.
shower.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Really?
Yeah.
Can we watch it
Yeah,
together?
let's
That's
watch
like
it.
my
Let's
favorite
have
movie.
a wine night.
Okay, what else? Can you guys think of something I should ask? Just kidding, because I would be biased.
I'm like, ask him what color underwear you're wearing. No, I'm just kidding. She's like,
wearing
she's
it.
not.
She's not.
That's what I was gonna say.
Wait, I should have asked that.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you guys: is this normal marriage behavior?
Ooh, okay.
These are basically scenarios, and you tell me like, yes, it's normal, it's questionable, or absolutely not. Going to bed angry.
I think people say that it's wrong, but sometimes
Sometimes it's the best.
sometimes you have to just go. He's like, wait a minute.
Just kidding.
He's like, she's not bothering me or nothing.
No, because I feel like I would say it's normal. Yeah, because sometimes you just need your space.
Yeah, I think you should try to fix it, but whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not that healthy yet.
Having each other's locations or phone passwords.
Yeah.
Normal.
Yeah.
Having separate bank accounts.
Normal.
Normal, yeah.
Having a work wife / work husband.
I'm answering you.
That's not normal.
Absolutely not. Is my answer.
No.
Exactly. Ooh, going on a guy or girl's trip without your spouse.
That's normal.
I'm like, I do that all the time. Yeah, I think that's normal.
Yeah.
Venting to your spouse about your best friend.
It's normal.
Yeah, normal.
Absolutely. Who else do you vent to?
Right.
Sleeping in separate rooms after an argument.
Not normal.
Well, not normal.
But it depends how bad the argument
Yeah,
was.
yeah. That's not normal. But sometimes, like, if you don't resolve it and you don't have time to resolve it, you just want to go to sleep. Like, get out of here.
Liking thirst traps. Thirst traps while married.
Absolutely not. You don't know what that is,
I
huh?
don't know.
Or just like liking other girls' like sexy pictures.
Definitely not.
Absolutely not normal.
Mm.
Not wearing your wedding ring when you go out.
I'm gonna
Look,
say
okay, this is because my honey forgets, okay, and she has lost some, so she forgets about it. But I wouldn't be upset if she forgot her wedding ring.
Yeah.
You know.
So it's
Yeah.
normal. Like
That's
sometimes
normal.
you forget, or you go to the gym, or you go to Pilates. No pasa nada.
yeah, or multiple times on the podcast, I'm not wearing my ring, and it's literally because I forget or I don't know where it's at.
Mm-hmm.
And this is why I need an ADHD diagnosis.
You read the wrong questions for bestie versus husband.
Oh, here we go.
But let me ask you guys these ones. To Luis, what will your wife say? What does Noemi think is your most annoying habit?
Did I lie to her about little things?
White lies?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think? What does she think is your best quality?
I would say that I'm a good dad.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
What is her favorite thing that you do for her?
Active service.
You're like, so everything.
Yeah. A little back massages.
What does she wish you did more?
Didn't work as much.
Wow, you really know me.
What is one of the dumbest things you fight about?
Like when she's annoyed.
Oh my god.
Like when she's annoyed and I can tell she's annoyed with Penny, and then I try to help and she's like, "What are you doing?" You know, like like, and then I get mad, and then little things like that. I wouldn't say we fight, we bicker,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, we don't fight a lot. We
No.
do bicker a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. What is the quickest way for you to get out of the doghouse? Do you know what that means?
Yes.
Okay. No, because sometimes like I feel like people don't understand the meaning doghouse.
Yeah.
Just I don't know, doing something that would help her. I mean, obviously being a present parent. You know?
So if you're like, say you make her pissed, like
Yeah.
you're like, oh, I fucked up. What is the quickest way you're gonna make her happy again?
give her space. First of all, I would definitely give her space, and then after that, maybe go on a small little date, give her a back massage, and just tell her how much I love her.
Aww. Okay, now we're gonna do the who knows her best.
All right.
I'm gonna lose again.
Ooh, I feel like I don't even know these. You guys better know this one. Okay.
You just choose the better answer.
Yeah. It's like the one that I would know. Dang, I guess okay, this one. You guys both know this. And there's multiple answers, so you can say all of them or whatever.
So we can tie on all of them and we can both win?
Yeah.
Okay, period.
Ready? My celebrity crush. 1, 2, 3.
Drake. No, it's a little different. It can be Michael B. Jordan.
Oh, that's true. But
But you guys both said Drake. That's crazy. I thought you were gonna say Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, Drake. If you're
Drake.
seeing this, don't.
You're like no hall pass for
No
you.
hall pass for you.
He literally sent me the video. Did you see it? Of that girl getting a hall pass from her husband for Drake. He was
Oh
like,
my
"Is this you?" I'm
goodness.
like, "Chill out." Ooh, What instantly makes me angry? 1, 2, 3.
A mess.
Lies.
You're like me when I lie.
Or when she's like overstimulated and I try to hug her.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, a mess too will do it. Ooh, what is my toxic trait? 1, 2, 3.
Do you have to have a coffee every day? Right?
No, don't ever say that about my honey. It's a cute little drinky.
Nothing wrong with that.
Trait? Let me
Be so
see.
honest.
Maybe that. What is your toxic trait? I think you're perfect.
That was the correct answer, babe.
Thank you. I can't think of one off the bat.
She's just kissing your ass.
Exactly.
And I love it. I let her.
I allow it. I'm just trying to make brownie points over here.
Okay, where'd it go? Oh, what is something I always say? 1, 2, 3.
No mames.
I thought I was gonna say that, or es neta, you know. Like, to me,
you do say es neta a lot.
you know. She tells me that a lot.
Oh my God. I sound annoyed all the time. Ooh. Okay, this one we can go one by one.
Can you count slower? Like, I'm trying to think.
Okay, sorry. If I had one day completely free, how would I spend it?
Start at Pilates, go to Coco's, then get your nails done, then get your pedicure, then go get a blowout at Keeks, and then go shopping at Cherry Creek, and then after that go to Machete, and then after that probably get a little sweet treat at Seven Brew on the way home, and then come home and have a little spa day, night routine reset, and then go to sleep.
Yeah,
that right?
There's no-
She
wow.
cheated. Yeah,
Did I do it?
you're missing.
That's crazy that
you're
you-
missing one thing.
Oh,
though.
Whoa.
What?
Coming home, get some popcorn and watching a movie.
It's because she's never seen me fucking devour popcorn every single night. But yeah,
I think
the fact that you knew every single spot, like
Another
word
clip,
for word,
another
that was
clip.
crazy.
I know.
That turned me on a little bit.
What can I say? Except you're welcome. Oh, shoot.
Ooh. Who would I call first if I got arrested? 1,
Me.
2, 3.
You're Luis.
You're Luis.
Because your husband.
Okay, what would I be arrested for? 1, 2, 3.
Shoplifting.
Damn.
I feel like, well, you know that those scenarios where you take Penny or like your child on the stroller and they take something and they're like, ma'am, you didn't pay for those beautiful
Yeah.
hoops.
Yeah.
That or I don't know. You don't break the law ever.
You're a rule follower.
Live a little. You know.
You're like, start breaking it. I want to bail you out.
Okay, but if you got a call at work and it was me, what would you think? Like, what would you think I did?
Being drunk, I guess.
Causing a scene in public?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't think you're rowdy drunk, though.
No.
Maybe if you were with a certain
No,
group of
but
people.
like, yeah, I don't think so. but I mean,
Jaywalking, maybe.
probably some stupid like
That's
that.
boring. I thought you were
Yeah.
gonna say get in a fight or something.
No.
I don't believe that to be true. I don't think someone can trigger you that much for you to waste your time hitting them.
No. I'm just kidding.
You're like, you don't know what happened.
No, I'm
I'm
so honored that you think that of me because it takes so little for me to want to hit somebody.
Oh,
I'm just like,
Like if you need blink twice if you
Blink
need
twice if you
help,
need help.
stop. You're gonna get me in trouble.
it's okay,
Okay.
baby. I love it.
you're like, me gusta que me peguen.
Pégame, pero no
He's
me dejes.
exactly he's exactly where he wants to be.
Exactly.
Okay, something I've been obsessed with lately. 1, 2, 3.
Love Island.
It's over.
Oh. You're like, wrong.
Try again.
I would really say you're really obsessed with the podcast right now.
Aww. I would
Yeah.
say work. Like right now, you're in
Yeah.
your work era.
Yeah,
Right.
you really are. Yeah.
You're
Right.
locked in.
And then try to self better yourself right now.
Aww.
You're so cute. I love you.
Your pink is back.
Who's ready to get pregnant again? I'm just kidding.
Please.
I'm just kidding. Stop. This kind of ties into that. What is my biggest goal right now?
To be more consistent on social media.
Yeah. Be more consistent with your Pilates. Be more consistent.
Just be
with-
consistent, period.
Yeah, just being
She's in
consistent.
her, ¿cómo se dice? You said self-growth era.
Mhm.
Aww.
Aww.
I love it. All right. Let's see. Okay, we're going to end this podcast off on the sweet side of course. After all the chaos and me trying to win all those questions.
You guys did good. And I already knew these questions were like, you guys know everything about
They're
me.
pretty easy.
Yeah.
He said, give me something hard.
Okay. To Luis. What's something she does for you that you probably don't take? Cut the fucking cameras, girl. Let me say that again. Rewind.
He's like, I don't understand the question.
He's like, skip. What's something she does for you that you probably don't thank her enough for?
Being patient with me. No, definitely being patient with me because, like she said it earlier, I am a work alcoholic. But as me being the provider for home, you know, I always have that in the back of my head of how can I make more? How can I put a better spot with my family? And, you know, my job takes a lot. And like I said, the salespeople for me are like my kids. So I'm always there for them, you know.
Yeah.
They call me for everything. So just being there, but she's very patient with me now. Like before she would get really upset with me. But now she understands. She understands me. She I am the man I am now because of her.
Aww.
So,
That was really sweet.
So say thank you.
thank you, baby.
Aww. Now kiss.
You first, though.
Well, that is it for today's podcast, guys. Thank you so much for being on the podcast, Luis,
Thank
and
you guys for
opening
having me.
up. I feel like
Yeah.
you've never done this, obviously, like publicly on a platform.
No.
So I feel like I got to learn a lot about him today.
Yeah. Thank you for coming, honey. Thank you for taking your time and being here. And yeah, being vulnerable on a camera is hard. So
Exactly.
proud of
I
you.
look at the camera once. But just
You're like, what camera?
You're recording this? Are we doing this for fun? But no, yeah, thank you guys for having me.
Aw, you're welcome back anytime.
You guys are doing
This
a great
is your
job.
home.
Yeah, thank you.
Aw, okay, well, with all that being said, guys, we will see you.
In the next one.
Bye.
Yay Media Group.